Hi, Sherry. Good to see you. I made it. I made it today. Yay. Despite everything. I'm trying to clean off my glasses here. I was wondering why everything looks so blurry. They're dirty. Oh, so how are you doing, Sherry? Hi, Gail. Yes, it's very hot, but um I called up our our little maintenance insurance thingamajiggers. They came in this morning, and it was what my husband had suspected. One of the breakers blew to the unit on the outside during one of the several storms that we had. Um, we had some kind of hard ones a couple of, I guess, about a week ago. And it hadn't been hot enough for me to put the air on, and I hadn't thought about it. And then yesterday, it got really, really warm. Like overnight, it just got hot. And so that's when I tried to turn it on, and it just went. So they just had to switch it out. And so I have my air conditioning, and it's nice in here. Yay! Oh, today, Sherry, what's going on? We have that what do you call that insurance? You know what I mean? Uh, anyway, you can buy insurance for all different parts of your home, and we happen to have that one. So when you call them, they basically guarantee within 24 hours, if not sooner, um, they'll have somebody there. So, hey, Miss Janet, how you doing, girl? Yeah, home warranty. Thank you, Sherry. My mind, I tell you, my mind is gone. Uh, brush, small brush. I'm telling you, I'm serious. I mean, I think I have too many things in my head, and that's my excuse anyway. I think about too many things at the same time, and I'm just totally like 100% not focused like I want to be. And I feel that the older I get, the more things I want to do or the more things I'm thinking about, and these things are not really related to each other. So it's like my mind goes off in different directions. And yeah, very disconcerting. It's very disconcerting, but yeah. And so, okay, so last time we were together, I knew we were doing the brushes, and I honestly can't remember what I did with you and what I did without you. I think I did, like one of these or one of these, and I said I was going to make some more, and that's what I did. I made a few more of those. And if you weren't here, all I did was I cut these out and then just put them back to back with a little wire. You can see it better with the white, with a little wire that I have. And then I saw something that I had that had this little curly Q on it. It was something I'd bought a long time ago, but you've probably seen it on a lot of things. It has a little curly Q like, that's what I call it. And you're able to use it like, oh, here we go. Hold on. It's not tight enough. Like you would a paper clip. So I stuck that in there, and then that kind of holds on right there. You probably can't see that, but it kind of holds on. That way, if you don't want to glue it, you can do it like that with a little paper clip type thing and just pull it off. So, so I was busy doing that. Hey, Carla. And then I made, like I said, a couple more of these. And then I made one of these. So let's see. And all I did was curl it around, like a pencil or something. I forget what it was. I'm not going to remember. I guess it was a pencil. Hello. So I think I did it like one time. And see, that's another thing. I don't remember how I do things. That's why it's better if I do it on camera. So I twisted it around. Okay, there we go. I just got to turn that around that way. Okay, I see. So there is the little clippy kind of thing. And then it goes right into the, oops. Right in there. And there you go. Oh, it makes it like she has ears, so let's put it, let's see if I can clip it onto one of these better. Okay. Oh, here we go. Clip it onto the wing. Look. Oh, look how cute. Hello. So you can put it on there like that. And these, I just had the little spiral look to them. And like I say, you don't have to glue them. My original ones I did glue, but obviously you don't have to glue them in there. Ta-da! Ta-da! So that's that. And this was a little small to put anything like that. Well, maybe not. You never know. Oh, and it'd have to be really short. You'd have to like really, really shorten it or attach it with a ribbon or something. Oh, I know. Oh, I have an idea. Hello, hold the phone. Just wrap it around the whole thing because it's so narrow, right? So hold on. Woo! If I had this a little bit longer, it'd be easier, but I didn't think about this. So let me. So there. Let's see. Look how cute. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh, hi, Janice. Let me tighten. It needs to be a little tighter, or else it's gonna float down. We don't want it. We don't want it floating down. Oh. Okay, so there we go. So that kind of gives you an idea of what you can do those little doodads. So about the only thing we didn't decorate together were the spoons. Oh. I'm not sure where she is, where Susan is right now. Yesterday, she had to take one of her puppy dogs in for some surgery. She's doing fine, at home, acting like a dog, but it may have taken, some, you know, of her attention to take care of her. That's what I'm assuming. I didn't talk to her today. So that's what I'm guessing. You know how the dogs are. The vet tells you keep them quiet. Yeah, right. Yeah. We're going to keep a dog quiet when you've got, like 12 others at the house. They all want to play. They all want to get in trouble together. You know how it goes. You know how it goes. At least I do. Well, any of you that have dogs, you know, you understand. But she's doing good. She's doing good. It was something they knew they had to take care of. It wasn't like an emergency or anything like that. Okay, so I'm trying to find something that will look kind of cute on here. I had some of my stuff that let's see. What do we have here? That might look kind of cool. You won't see that much of it, but it'll still look cool. Let's see. There's my scissors. Where are the scissors? We can do this. We had another storm come through. It wasn't a bad one, but still, it's like we're getting too many storms. And we have a possibility of one tomorrow. Most of them are north of us, but we did get a little bit of it. Okay, so let's see. I won't cut it exact. I'll just kind of, sort of. Oopsie. Kind of, sort of cut it out. All right, let's see. Yeah, and then I'll just put something else down there. I'm not sure what. So let me crumple this up a little bit so it'll fold in there better. I know it looks like a crazy idea, but it really helps. There we go. Now I'll get some of my glue with my crazy brush. I got my my little art foamies that I ordered. They're so cute. I'm starting to worry about myself. I'm starting to like cute stuff. I thought, I mean, you got older, you got more testosterone. I'm going backwards. Oh. Okay, so let's put that in there. Oopsie. All right. Let that dry, and then I'll trim around the edge. And we'll find something to go on the bottom. Okay, that'll work. Now, on the bottom, what will we put? What scraps do I have? If I had smaller butterflies, but I don't. And can't put these because these are on cardstock, so I can't wrap it around. Oh, I backed myself into a corner here. Maybe some of my books. Maybe. Well, half his legs will fall off, but I guess that's okay. Let's, hey girl! The Miss Wiener's here, yay! You put that maybe right there. And then I'll antique it a little bit later. Maybe. I think that'll work. I think it'll work. We'll see. Yep. A little dab will do ya. Yeah, I'll have to show you guys my art foamies. I even like saying art foamies. I know, I'm getting to be bad. Okay. Then I think it'll work. Oops, wrong thing. Uh-oh, that moved. Okay, so we gotta let that dry, then I can trim around it. Okay. Let that dry. Next. Yeah, I'm not sure where she is, Adria, but she's taking care of her her invalid dog who had surgery yesterday. So I'm sure it's taking up a lot of her time. I should go and see if she messaged me over Facebook. I haven't even been on Facebook today, so that's usually where she messages me. And for some reason, my phone isn't like giving me alerts. I don't know what's going on. Let me go check. Let me go check. Okay, yeah, I haven't heard from her. But I'm sure that's what's going on. I am sure. Yeah, it just had a little bit of um surgery to remove some what do you call it? Lumps is not the right word. Maybe it is. On the back of its neck. They were precancerous, but they wanted to take it out. So that's what they did yesterday. Okay. I swear, some of our dogs have better health care than some humans. Oh, crazy. Let me clean this off a little bit. So I've been also working on my other project that I'm doing with Lynn. So I had to get my other letter and my other postcard made. It's a self-imposed deadline. I want to get them done on the 1st and the 15th. And today was the 15th, so at least I got it done. I'll get it mailed out tomorrow. So I was happy I got that done. Very happy. Linda, isn't that true? Isn't that true? It's crazy. Did I say hello to Belinda? Well, if I didn't, hi, Belinda. And then, I don't know if I did this with you guys, I put some of the little itty bitty pictures on there so I could dangle them off of one of these. I don't know. I'm really into little things hanging off of other stuff. It just makes me happy. So that's why I do it. This I put a little bug on there. Another little bug. I can't remember if we did that together or I did it by myself. And then another one here, and it just has one of those leaves from the little trim that was in the kit. I think that's all I've done extra. Okay, let me put these back in here before I lose things. Then I cut these out because I wanted to put them on, you know, those little keychain things, those little metal things. But my punch was a lot smaller than the little things that I have. So I don't know how that's going to work. Not too sure. Because the ones I have are bigger than this. Where are they? I just had them a few minutes ago. There are several sizes you can buy, but it just happens that the ones that I have, they're not the big ones, but they're not the small ones either. they're a little bit bigger than the average. So see how, you know, it's just too big, but I can still do it. I can still use it. But I don't want the creepy bugs. Let's put the little bugs that are a little cuter than the others. Yes, I do have my favorites. Some look less creepy crawly than others, although they do all creepy crawl. But I think the ones with the longer legs look a little creepier. Oh, see, I don't mind those. Oh, and today I went to get inside of a box, an open box that I have down here on the floor with all my where my supplies and stuff are. I was looking for the little pads for my pan pastels, and a big old giant spider came up and he ran up my arm. I mean, I'm not all that squeamish about insects and stuff, but it was like, when is he gonna stop? He just kept going up my arm, and I had to run outside and shake him off. Like, no. This is not acceptable. This is not acceptable. Leave me alone. All right. So I guess to try and, oh, and then I got to get these off because then I can't. Yeah, I got to get these off first. I can always put them back later. Yeah, so he took a flying leap off my back porch. That's for sure. I just flung him off, and that was the end of him. Yeah, I really, oh, what was that? I have to worry about that later. Okay. There you go. See, my mind was going to start to go, ooh. Never mind. Stay focused. Oops, I don't want that either. Your dog is Ryder your dog or your cat? Who is Ryder? I don't remember. Or is it your husband? I don't. Yeah, go around talking about him and, oh no, that's my boyfriend. Or is that your pet spider? I have no idea. Bo is the hubby. See? I get so confused. Hey, it could have been her spider. I don't know. I get so easily confused. See, everybody there knew but me. See, I hear Susan say all this stuff, when she's referencing who you guys are talking about. But because I'm doing stuff and I'm not reading it, I'm just kind of hearing it. It kind of goes in one ear and out the other. It doesn't register who the names belong to. So I have like my own storyline going that has nothing to do with what the reality of the situation. So I'm just over here in La La Land making up my own stories. No grasp on reality. Okay, so I have, okay. So if I have, I really like these little ladybugs. Well, they're big. So I have one on each side, front and the back, and then have different ones in the front. So that'll be one. That'll be one. I like the green one. And I like that green one too. Uh-oh. Wonder what I should do. Although I like the colors of this one too. That one too. Okay, we don't need two greens. We don't need two greens. I think that'll work. Yeah, okay. Just do it. Don't think about it. Just do it. Sherry. You're going to say it was a peeping Tom. Those kind of things will get you shot these days. Okay, those two there. I think these might come out kind of cute. Not exactly the way I had them in mind, but hey, it works out. You guys, my smoke bush is going crazy. It's getting so big. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what the heck is going on? I'm not complaining now, but I was a little shocked at how fast it grew, basically. I'm not complaining. I'm just shocked. Yeah, I just planted it last year, exactly. And when I got it, it was in one of those little, I think, 3-gallon cans. You know, it was small. And I'm not exaggerating. It was probably maybe 2 feet tall. And now, oh, I can't even tell you how tall it is. I had, okay, I have a 7 foot. Is that a 7 foot or 8 foot fence? I can't remember now. Privacy fence that it's kind of close to, and it's above the privacy fence. Crazy. And most of that growth is from this year, because I think last year, at the end of the season, it might have been, I don't know, maybe 4 feet tall, something like that. 4.5 feet. So it's doubled in size since the fall. I didn't know that they grew that fast. You know, some plants kind of take forever, kind of slow moving. This is not one of them. That's for sure. Oh, and this. Okay, so Sunday, was it Sunday? No, Saturday. Saturday evening, I go to the local florist because, Mother's Day the next day and they're not open on Sunday. So I went to go dumpster dive to see if I could find anything to do my eco printing with. And it was practically empty. So one of two things. Their trash gets picked up on Friday, so it was empty, and everything that was in there was from just one day. Or flowers have gone up so much and people are watching their money, they bought their mom candy, a Hershey bar, instead of spending, a bunch of money on flowers are going to die. Hey, Mom, how about some candy? And you can share it with us. I don't know, but I was very disappointed. And then there's another one just like 2 blocks over. I've spoken to them. They are not nice people at all. They are so snooty, and they look at you like you're an idiot when you talk to them about anything that isn't like, can I place an order with you? Well, anyway, so I thought, well, I'm going to go cruise over there because they're closed. Well, to go along with their little snootiness, they lock their trash bin, their dumpster. So I couldn't get anything because they lock it. I thought, oh, rah, bah humbug. Okay, I had your number already. I was giving you a second chance. But no, you had to live up to your reputation. Got your numbers, buddy. So, bottom line, it was a bust this year. Although I did get a nice big clump of eucalyptus, which that clump, once I got home, I looked at it really good. And it's a good $30 worth. So I figured, shut up, Rosemary. You got some eucalyptus, which, you always have to pay for. And this time you got a freebie, so be quiet. So I was halfway happy. Halfway happy. Hey, Ellie. How you doing? I miss your complaining. What's new? So I usually just go to the ones like just here downtown because I usually get enough. But I'm going to have to look and see where there's some other ones. There's got to be, more. I just don't know where they are. But I was really looking for some, maybe some unusually shaped leaves so that I could use it on the jelly plate, but I didn't get any. And the guy that lets me go in his dumpster, he has a camera there and a security camera in the back. So I always wave at him in case he's watching or watches later. It's just me. He's probably going, where'd all those eucalyptus leaves come from? How'd she get all those? She normally pays for that. But he's always real generous if I go when I go there to pick whatever I've ordered, because when I get the eucalyptus I have to order it, but I get it the next day. Um, he'll look around and see if there's anything just sitting around that they don't need anymore, or is starting to look a day old or something. Because he says he don't keep them longer, a lot of stuff longer than a day or two. Um, he'll throw in a little something extra for me, so I can't complain. I mean, I can, but I should. Okay, well, these are going to look cute when they're done. No, Susan, Susan's not here tonight. She's taking care of her recuperating puppy dog. Or she's at her mom's. I know she can't. She can't take the doggy out. So the doggy did not go with her. Right now the dog is a cone head. It's a cone head right now. All right, so these are going to look kind of cute, guys. But I do say so myself. Yeah, they look cute. Now, if you have these, I'm not going to do it, but it looks pretty cool if you put like some alcohol inks around there. You can antique them a little bit, make them look a little older. I didn't think about it till later because I would do that before I glue these things down. But excuse me, but it looks kind of cool if you do that. What grows up? What? Oh, Jamie, what are we talking about? That they grow up and develop lives of their own. Are we talking about bugs, dogs, or plants? Just to be clear. Because we've been talking about all of the above. Okay, is this dry enough? Yeah, this is dry enough. Aw. I'm not going to say the C word. Well, that sounds kind of bad. There's a lot of C words, aren't there? Lots of C words. Where's my, oh, I'm going to say, where's my little file? Here it is. That'll help clean up these edges. Guys, look cute. These are fun to decorate. It's too quiet without Susan yammering. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Whoops. Yeah, I need someone who likes to talk. I need a talker. Okay. Oh, oh. Look at that. Okay, where did my, oh. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm really liking this. Oh, and I made me, yeah, I've been in the mood to make stuff from my past because I guess I'm cleaning up stuff, so I'll see something and it'll kind of inspire me. And like I said, I'm going off in all different directions. So while I'm cleaning up, I go, oh, I think I want to make another one of those. Then I drop everything and make a bigger mess and go make and go make something else. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. I like how they came out. Yay! I do like that. If I say so myself, I think it's rather cute. Put that right there. Lots of little doodads to play with. All right. So let me clean this up right here. Did all that fit in there? No. Okay. Just the small stuff. Oopsie. Okay. Let me show you. let me show you what I made the other day. Now you guys have seen my I think you have, where I get my cardboard and oops. I get my cardboard and I decorate the cardboard with my napkins. You guys have seen that, right? Yes? No? Maybe? So this is just cardboard. So here in the front, oh, well, both these fronts are from the same. I'm not sure if it's from the same. Anyway, let me back. I'm back. Let me stay focused. Tim Holtz makes those tissue papers, you know, in the roll. And I think both of these came from the same roll. I'm pretty sure. So that's what that is. Then in that roll were these little numbers. So I put the little numbers. That was in addition to that. And then this is a napkin I have of some pomegranate. Okay. Pumpkins? No, these are pomegranates. Those, you can see the little seeds of the pomegranate. It's like an opened up pomegranate. So then I'll do one at a time so I don't confuse myself. So then I used one of my napkins, this napkin here, and then I used some more of the papers. I'm not sure where they all came from because, you know, I have different ones. This is from some kind of tissue paper that I have. I've put that in a kit before. And then this comes, I believe, from one of Tim Holtz. And I think these numbers, these are some printouts that was in one of the kits you guys got. I don't remember which one. I had some left over, so I put some of those little in there. And then this right here is napkin. So then I got some cardboard and I just kind of whitewashed it in the back so that you could either do art or write on it or whatever it is you want to do. And then just some colorful things that I thought went with this was just all just flowers and bugs and stuff. This also comes from one of Tim Holtz papers, tissue papers. And then this fabric down here, you guys have gotten some of that in a kit also. It just had a lot of script on it. It looks a little bit like French. I don't know if it is or not, but it kind of looks like it is. And then I made some of these that have some of the flowers on one side from the same printouts of these. And then from another tissue paper that was in a different kit that had flowers, I cut those little tissue paper pieces out and put on that side. So that's kind of how each page is done. So you can see the tissue, the napkin, I should say. And then some of these little printouts, some of the tissue paper, Tim Holtz tissue paper. And again, these, oh, and I stamped, no, these aren't stamped. This is part of that same tissue paper that I took these from. If you guys got my kits, you'll recognize the tissue paper. I just don't remember which kit it was in. And then another piece here of that. And then some of that fabric. And then just a little piece of shiny leaves. Another napkin. Some tissue paper, and some of the printout. And some of these again. And then, oopsie, And then this is some of Tim Holtz fabric. And I purposely left all these sides here kind of empty with just the gesso on there. And that way you can, again, just like the back of these, you can write on them or, you know, whatever you want to do with them. Another napkin, tissue paper, tissue paper, tissue paper, print out tissue paper. There's a lot of layers there. They kind of all look like just one piece, but there's a lot of layers. And then some more tissue paper. And then some of the one from that flowers, more tissue paper here. There's the script one that I don't remember where that came from. And then the same fabric. Oh, these. And then the back. Napkin, tissue paper, printout, tissue paper. That's one. And I didn't use all the same napkins, but a lot of the same napkins in each one. And also, obviously, the tissue paper. I think I used different cards. I don't think I duplicated those, the tags. I think they're all different. Oops. And there you go. So these are a lot of fun. I know you ladies have napkins. You've all got napkins. And I'm sure you got tissue paper. And I'm sure if you don't have cardboard, I know you'll order something and then you'll have cardboard and you can make. And then the way I put them together was, what is that called? The slip knot, slip stitch. What do they call that? And instead of using, you know, string or something, I just used some fabric. Because of the fabric, you can't really see what kind of a stitch that is, but it's there. It is there. Anyway, lots of fun. Like I say, you have all the stuff to make this. And, you know, if you don't know how to do any kind of stitches, you know, I'm sure most of you do, but just in case you don't, you can just punch a hole and run the thread through or the fabric and tie a knot. Or get some of the rings, put it in together with some rings. Or you can put it together with just some tabs of fabric across there. That's how I did my other one from a long time ago. And I looked up the video because we did this as a swap in my other group. And I couldn't believe it. It was 9 years ago we did this. I couldn't believe it. I was flipping. I go, that's got to be wrong. I must be doing my math wrong. Nope. 9 years ago. Anyway, lots of fun. Lots of fun. And I was happy to kind of go back and try it out. I enjoyed it a lot. Oh, these are getting cuter. Ooh, Brenda, they bought a house. Yay. Oh, yeah. Hey, come on. I'm not going to type it in. Go for it, people. Hey, hey. Hey. It's Miss Brenda, Linda, Sherry. Who else? Janice. We have 19 people here. Come on. Oh, Carla knows how to say it in various languages. Hey, Miss Ellie and Gail. Who else? Who's in the bleachers? I want a bleacher person. Just one. I'll be happy. Bleacher people. One. Just one will get you all off the hook. It'll get you all. See, and Janice even has the list. Oh my goodness, how exciting. Come on, just one lurker, please. Lonnie, you're not a lurker. Well, yeah, you've become a lurker. Jamie! Hey, hey! Thank you, Lana. I appreciate it. Are you diming it tonight? Is that what you're doing? Are we keeping you company while you're doing the diamond? There was this new thing that came out. What was it? I just saw a commercial for it. Kind of similar to that, but they say it's going to take over doing that. What was it? Have any of you guys? Oh, you're coloring. Oh. Have you guys seen anything like that? I can't remember what it is now, but it just caught my eye because I know so many people like doing, that diamond work. And it said that people are going to start liking doing this more. I just don't know what it is. Hey, Miss Weenie. I wish I could remember what it was. No, it wasn't that, Allie. That doesn't ring a bell. Doesn't ring a bell. Oh, let me think. Because it just popped up on YouTube as a commercial. Oh, I'll have to write it down next time I see it because I know I won't remember. Because they promote like, well, if you were obsessed with this, wait till you try this. I thought, oh no, another thing. Just when you thought, you know, you didn't need more stuff, they come up with something different that you just can't live without. Yeah. Oh my goodness, Brenda. Now that's a smart cookie. Yep. I know rents have just gotten crazy everywhere. Not just, on the high end real estate area. It's just everywhere. I don't know how they think that where people are going to get the money to rent. I don't know. I know there's a place here where they really built up a certain area of town, and now they're just empty because people can't afford them. Uh, the new ad stuff. What new ad stuff, Jamie? I don't know any of this stuff. New ad stuff for who? When? Where? Oh, forgot I had a soda here to drink. Okay. So I'm going to show you, first of all, how many here, raise your hand if you know of or own any art foamies. Raise the hands, raise the hands. Oh, I see, Jamie. Well, see, I'm not even monetized, and they put commercials on mine. That's what people have told me. Okay, so Allie knows about them. Okay, great. Gail knows about them. Okay, Janice knows about them. Jamie knows about them. Oh, you don't. Jamie doesn't. But do you know about them? Oh, Brenda's got the diamond art stuff. And Sherry knows about it. Okay, so I've known about foam stamps in general, because they've been around like forever. And you guys know, we've made our own on the various caboodle kits, just the little foam thing. And so I guess because I was looking something, I can't remember what I was looking up, but then the art foamy stuff popped up on my YouTube channel when I was searching for some other kind of something. And I go, oh, so I go over there and I go, oh, how cute. They're cute. Because the ones they were showing, I can't remember which ones they were, what the artist was. And then, so of course, then you start the rabbit hole thing, you start clicking all over the place. And, oh, okay, Janice. And then I think that's when I came across, I forget her name, the lady that it's her company. What's her name? Oh dear. Anyway, it's the Art Foamy YouTube channel. So then that came up, and then that's when I started seeing all the various stamps. Yes, Sherry, you're right. And and then I just thought that I don't know, they just appealed to me for some reason. So then when I was starting this new series about the hummingbirds and the butterflies, I thought, oh man, I need to make me some hummingbirds and butterflies out of my foam. So I did. I made some. I made various things. And then what? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Gail. The Not just foam stamps. I'm talking about art foamies. And they have a website. And yeah, I'm going to show them to you in a second because I just got my order. Let's see. What was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say. See? My brain. Oh, yeah. So, okay. So then when I started watching, I knew where I was going. I'm back on the road again. So when I started watching it, that's when I realized that a bunch of stencils that I had was by an artist that also um, has her art foamies, because I started recognizing stuff and I go, wait a minute, I've seen this stuff somewhere. Where have I seen that? And I go, oh, I got a bunch of those stencils of hers, right? No, not Julie. Hold on one second. Let me go get them. Ouch! And like you did, stretch my knee. I haven't gotten up since I sat down, which is very, very dangerous. Very dangerous. Okay. And let me move this out. Now, I don't hardly buy stuff. You know what I mean? I just buy junk. So these are not cheap. Yeah, Sherry. Yeah, Megan. I recognize Megan's stencils. So that's when I started paying attention. Go, wait, I recognize those stencils. They're Megan's. And then I saw, oh my gosh, she makes art foamies too. I mean, designs art foamies too. So now, to tell you the truth, whoops, I already sample stamped them. My stamps, I got them yesterday. All right, so for those of you that haven't seen them, this is what they look like. Now, there's a lot of other, whoops, there's a lot of other foam stamps out there, but these feel completely different. The I'm sure these are done with a laser, but these are just very precise. They just feel different from just a regular old um you know foam stamp. And I'm not talking about the handmade ones. I mean the bought ones. These just feel different. Anyway, because I've gotten some at the thrift store, some foam stamps, and you can't even compare these with those. But anyway, so here's these came, and I forget which came with who. But these were a set, and then these were a set, and then these were a set. And so this stamp right here is this young lady. She is right there. And then this stamp is that stamp right there. And then these, ooh, that's her right there. That's her right there. And these particular ones, these two, well, all of these basically, they aren't from the same series, but I think these four ladies here are from the same series. And I can't remember what they're called, but they're like the garden people or something. I don't know. I can't. I don't know. The garden girls. I had no idea. But I think this is supposed to be like lettuce or cabbage up there. And then here she's got a little bowl with something growing. And then this one, she's got, things growing out of her head. And then her little hat thing has things growing. And then these other two, that one's that one. And she's supposed to be having an onion. She got an onion head. And then, oopsie. And then, where'd she go? And then this one right here, she's obviously in a flower pot. And she's growing stuff out of her head. Just silly, goofy stuff, but I like it. It's silly. But okay, so what got me really attracted to this, I mean, I already thought it was kind of cool because I had the stencils, right? I don't have any of these stencils, though. I didn't want to duplicate what I already had. But really, what really got me to get these was I think I'd mentioned to you guys that this little series that I'm doing, I wanted to create a storyline that also went kind of cartoony storybook kind of look. And so these fell in right with in my mind, my storyline, because it all had to do with plants and things like that, which obviously for me anyway, when I think of the, stuff with butterflies and hummingbirds and stuff, I'm obviously going to think of plants. So that kind of like fell right into what in my mind I wanted to do. So I stamped out a few of each of these. I haven't colored any of them yet, but just to show you, the quality of the stamping. If there's any flaws in the stamping, it's my fault because I probably didn't fill it up enough, But and you can use anything on these as long as you wipe them down. You can use acrylic paint. You can do watercolor. You can use the distress. You can use permanent ink. Um, they just, obviously, if you use acrylic, you want to wipe them down because it's going to get them all crusty and you're not going to be able to print with them. But they say you can print with that as long as you wipe them down. And then here's the ladies. These are ones my first prints, just regular paper. And then the rest of these I put on watercolor. But anyway, so you kind of sort of get the idea. Like I said, I don't have the things not in here, but they're not cheap. Not cheap at all. And I'm a cheapskate, and I still bought these. I think you'll have to look it up on the website, but I think for these two, it's something like $15 or something, $14. I can't remember. And then they have some stamps where you only get one for the same price. So I said, okay, I'm cheap. I'm going to find the ones where you get two. You get two for the price of one. Because I am cheap. And so I had ordered it. And, I think most of us, Amazon has created us to become very impatient. So I had ordered it. And I guess over a week had gone by. And when I order other stuff, it'll show up on my email, that it's been mailed and this and that. So I think like 10 days or something had gone by. And I hadn't heard from them. And I thought, oh my goodness, what's going on? Why haven't they mailed out my stamps? So I contacted them, and I got a sweet little response saying, oh, well, we apologize, but if you look on our website, it says that we're just a two-person company, two-person business, and it takes anywhere from 10 to 14 days to fill your order. So I guess they make them as you order them so they don't have overstock, I'm guessing. So like 2 days later, I got them mailed out. So I told her, I said, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm just like a little 5-year-old, wanting to open up their present. So anyway, so I'm very happy with them. They're good quality. They look how they look, on the website. And like I said, I've seen other foam stamps, and they're not this quality. So I can vouch for these. Can't vouch for any of the other ones, but I can for those. Okay, enough of that fun stuff. Yeah, it is an onion head, Brenda. It is. It's an onion head. This one's the onion head, and I think she's the cabbage head. And what are those things called? What are those? Are those gourds? No. No. Huh. No, I think she draws those, and those are her, what do you call those? See, I'm blank again. Okay, Janice has the name of it's called Seedling Sisters and Fancy Plants. Oh, how cute, Fancy Plants. So that must be a fancy plant. That must be the fancy plant, and these are the seedlings. And I don't know what they're called. Do you know what these are called, Janice? Did you find these? They're separate, though. They don't come together. Lotus pods. That's what it looks like. But when she talks about them, Megan, because Megan's the one that did those, she, like for instance, oh, where did I do with all those? For some reason, I think she calls them, they can't be. For some reason, I think she calls them mushrooms, but they're upside down mushrooms. No, they're not mushrooms. What does she call them? Let me see if it's on here somewhere. On the other ones that she's got. Anyway, so once I really start this, I'm going to contact her and let her know what I'm doing with her stuff. Oh, no, I don't have that. These are the ones I made a couple of days ago. I made these. I haven't used them yet. I just printed them so I could see if I like the way they looked. So that's just, and then, you know, but you can see how very easily with just the regular foam, but when you get into this other stuff where it's so intricate, there's no way. I mean, about as intricate I can get is when I did my, see, I made this one too. I already showed you these made already. The leaves, the round part. When I did Frida, that was pretty intricate. I don't think I could get any more intricate than Frida. There's a mushroom maiden with mushroom on the head. I didn't see that. I didn't. Is that a new one? Where's the ones that I had? Oh, they're okay. Hold on. They're over here. I'm getting my boxes confused. At least I have them in boxes. At least they're halfway organized that way. My stuff might be organized. I'm just disorganized. Oh, and I made my latest postcard. I haven't showed you guys that. Here's my latest one. Okay, so when she, whoa, oh no. Okay, so this is a mushroom. I know, it's a mushroom. And she calls it a mushroom. Oh gosh, how did I lose all that stuff out of there? Okay, so these I think are all hers. Okay, so she does this a lot. She makes this. So I'm not sure. See, this was the stencil. And when she's talking about her mushrooms, she holds this up when she talks about it. I don't know. I mean, when things are whimsical, you know, they could be anything. Looks like a thumb. The mushy maiden. Huh, I'll have to look that up. Oopsie. Oh, and then she has, okay, so then she has these. I just turned it into, so you could see into it, but, and she has these. Yeah, so maybe she does, I don't know. I'm not even gonna, I am not gonna even try to figure this one out. I'll have to watch her video again. I could have heard her completely wrong, you know. And then the stencil that I have is this lady. So you could change this out to all kinds of flowers or put birds on her head or, you know, whatever you want to do. So I haven't colored any of those yet. And I've just done the top layer of this. I got to do all the detail work on it. Oops, there's one of her mushrooms. So anyway, so you guys saw that, right? My first, the first postcard. And then I did this one, and I put a little bit of, a little bit of sparkly on there. And then I wrote the postcard. So my my two May postcards and my 2 May letters are done. Yay! Yay! I just have to mail those. I already mailed out the first of the month, so now I just have to mail out the 15th of the month, and those are taken care of. How about that? I still might put something on here. I don't know. Up to the last minute, I'm always doing something with it. But I did put some stamping on here. And then put the stamp. And then I have a little canceled stamp that I stamped on there. And some other little stuff. And then a 2-cent stamp. Just to give it a little bit of authentic look to it. Oh, good night, Gail. Ooh, thunder. Then I was trying to make this. I saw this on where? I don't remember where I saw it. Maybe Pinterest. I'm not sure. Whoopsie. Where they have this paper. I think I know how to do it now. This is not going to work, but you know, you got to start somewhere. It was this. See, this would be the wings. You have to visualize that as being a wings. So I made it too big. That's my first mistake. And then you were supposed to have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces, and then it showed it connecting somehow. And then I figured, oh, they're just connecting it with little pieces of paper, I thought. So I connected that, but then I glued them. I got to figure a different way of gluing them, because if you glue them too far down, then it kind of stifles the feel. And then you're supposed to put a little, these are supposed to be with something stiffer, the top wing. Probably like some cardstock or something. And then you put a hole on either side and you pull the string up and then you hang it. I personally would put it on a boinger. You know what I'm saying? Boing. And then you have part of the bird, which this is a good size of bird. The wings are too big for the bird, so I have to downsize the wings. And then, of course, this is all painted up and everything. So the bird part would be right here, and then the tail part out. So visualize all these wings smaller, and then you can kind of get the gist. Have you guys seen this before? Anyway, I think once I get the size correct and get it all painted up, I think it'll look kind of cute. Diaphragm. What? Yeah, maybe yours. Mine isn't paper thin, I sure hope. Well, maybe it is. You never know. Janice says no. Anyway, another project. Oh, I'm telling you, Janice, I don't know what's wrong with me. It's like I've been possessed by a cute bug. I don't know what to do about it. It's kind of scary. Yeah, so yeah, this needs to come this way a little bit. That's not so bad. But this needs to come like this and maybe go like that. It's all the back part that needs to be trimmed. Hey, in the late 1800s, a lot of postcards had sparklies. I have originals to prove it. That's why I put it on there. They all had sparklies, even when it wasn't a holiday. It was like, I don't know, maybe glitter was discovered in the late 1800s or something, or became cheap, where where all the Joe Schmoes could afford it, and they put it everywhere. It probably used to be luxury and then became affordable or accessible, and so it was the thing. It was the thing. All right, so that's the plan on that one. That is the plan. Yes, exactly. The cuteness has nothing to do with it, Miss Weenie. It's the authenticity of the thing. I'm sticking with that one. Late 1800s, yeah. So this whole storyline takes place in like the 1890s, so it's very, very appropriate, if I do say so myself. All right, so, whoop, oh dear, that sort of fell. All right, so these are drying now, and I got to figure out how or if I want these attached. To who and how? To who and how? Let's see. I do have, let me see here. Oh, and I'm learning. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. I've been trying to figure out what color do I want for that. I've been trying to figure. Yeah, that's a good color. How to make those spring-loaded butterflies? Oh my goodness, too funny. It looks like if you make them, you're gonna like knock your eye out. But I'm gonna try and make one. The beans. Oh, the bee spoon needs a honey jar. Well, I don't have a honey jar. Where's the honey jar? I don't have a honey jar. No honey jar. I got a beehive. I got a beehive. Ooh, it almost fits. Put it on that. That could fit, you know. On another, that could go on a different one. I have another spoon. Hey, watch it. Okay. Oh, it's funny that you say that, Janice, because I have some old vintage clipboards, and I was thinking of doing the same thing, putting wire, and then having them sit in there, and on the these smaller ones, put them crosswise, and then have the brushes up and down, and they fit really good on the old clipboards. I think that's what I'll do. I think the ones that I end up putting in the shop, I'm gonna I'm gonna put them on the clipboards. Oh, that looks kind of cute. A little bee right there. I know. C word, C word, C word. Alert, 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 alert. And what's good about the clipboards, at least the older ones, it has that little doodad in the back, just ready for you to hang. So you just need one nail and hang the clipboard. It is done. Okay. All right. Now, what can go on the bottom of that? Kind of like these flowers. I don't know if you'll be able to see them though. No. One way to find out. Good night, Jamie. Let's see. I think I want just the green. And then I'll fill in that little gap right there with something. If I can find a small bee. Oh, well, he's cute. Oh, sorry. He's handsome. Aw. Oopsie. I was looking to buy some glue. Man, the glue has gotten so pricey. It's unbelievable. Unless you just buy the regular old, Elmer's, which is nothing wrong with that. But there's some other glues that flow differently. The prices have skyrocketed. Couldn't believe it. And when I was doing my search, the art glitter glue came up. Oh my goodness, they are expensive. It was $20 for, I don't know, I forget now. I better not lie how many ounces. It wasn't that many. I mean, because they don't come in real big giant quantities. But it was $20. That was crazy. Uh-oh. Now you're gonna get Miss Weenie over there. Art foamies. Okay, we gotta let that dry, and then we can trim that. Yeah, I think you're right. Anyway, so if you guys are a fan of art glitter glue, you better get some before it goes up even more. Okay, once that's dried, that's going to look kind of cool. I think oh, and then when I was rummaging through my stuff, I didn't realize that I had this stamp. And it's got the birdie and it's a postcard already. All I have to do is paint it up. That could be one of my postcards. Huh. I just got stuff all over the place. Anyway, I look forward to painting my art foamies, the girls, see how they come out. I hope they come out you know, how I envision them. You just never know. It won't be the stamp's fault. It's just if I don't color them right or don't make them vibrant enough. Hey, Carlona. Welcome, welcome. I have trouble doing stuff and looking up. My sidekick isn't here today. She reads for me. And I don't know where I got that stamp, to tell you the truth. I think it was in a batch of someone's D-stash. Because sometimes there might be only one or two stamps you like, but you know, if they're selling them for the price of one stamp alone, cheaper than one stamp, you know, you can always give the other ones away. I had a whole bunch that I gave to the kids next door. They've been having fun. All right, so then we just have to clean those off. So if you guys can think of any other ways to display these altered brushes, you know, even if you don't have access to wood or clipboards or anything like that, you know, if you just double up a bunch of cardboard, you know, to make it like about an inch thick, and then just decoupage it or paint it or do something with it, you could do the same thing. You know, put a little wire in it to create a loop, so that you can just, you know, hang the little brushes in there. That would look super cool. Wouldn't cost you anything. We got a poodle and a weenie in the house. Oh no. I have a Rottweiler and a mutt. Okay, I kind of like how that looks. I kind of like how it looks. Uh-oh. Hey, Miss Auntie, how you doing? Just wrapping up my brushes here. Well, my spoon. I finished my brushes. Okay. I like how that looks. like how they came out. Are you home, Auntie, or are you on the road? Inquiring minds need to know these things. Barely Art is good, but I saw the price. That was crazy. I thought, ah. I got a little sample one, well, small one, I don't know, about a year ago. It was like super duper cheap. But this 2-ounce thing now, if you buy it now, oh my gosh, I forget what it was. It was very, very expensive for 2 ounces. It was like ridiculous. We got to learn how to make our own our own glue now. That'll be the that'll be the next kit. How to make your own glue. Oh no. Yeah, I've been around some of the large poodles. They're very, very smart. I haven't been around too many of the smaller ones, but the large ones, very, very smart. Yeah. In a way, I think the smaller ones might be smarter because they act like they can't do anything, and so the owners do everything for them. So I think maybe in the long run they are smarter, but they don't come across as the brightest bulb in the room, you know. Tanya makes something from Elmer's glue. Makes something from the glue. We'll have to find out what that is. Oh, I have to find out what that is. Poor Auntie, she's there trying to figure out how she's going to survive. But she's going to do it with her vodka. Oh, thank you, Miss Weenie. He's just trying to get treats from you. That's all. He's going, I'll bring your shoes. Mom, I'll bring your shoes. I'll bring you your slippers. What can I get for that? What can I get for the slippers? Oh, this is so cute. Very cute. Ladies, I'm not sure what we're going to do next week. I'm going to have to think about that. Maybe we'll play around with those foamies. I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe if you guys want to make one of these, we can make one of these together, maybe. You guys let me know. Because I'm so busy concentrating on my other project that has nothing to do with you guys. I got to figure out what to do with you guys. No, it's not her knee. I'm not exactly sure. I didn't talk to her today, but yesterday her dog had surgery. So it's probably just being, taking up her time because she's got to keep it still and confined. And you know how exhausting that is. Trying to keep the dog still. You'd want to make one of these, Auntie? Are you gonna be back from the wedding? Or where are you going? Yeah, this is really simple. So if you guys want to make one of these, get some cardboard, as thin or as thick as you like. I like the corrugated cardboard just because I like the way it looks. Get your cardboard. These, let me give you the size in case you want to have them pre-cut. Let me get to the size. All right. So, and they can be any size, but these are the size I have. This is 8 by 4. I just like the way it feels. It's a good size. 8 by 4. Get any kind of tissue paper that you guys have that you like. Any kind of napkins that you like. And maybe little strips of fabric, scraps that you have. If you want to create a space to put your tags that, you know, to decorate or write on, or you can leave it off and then just have space on the white side to write, or, you know, whatever you want to do, or decorate or draw. Whatever your mixed media thing is, you could do it in here. And then depending on how you want to do your binding, if you don't like, you know, doing different kinds of bindings, you could just put some rings in there. You just punch some holes and run some fabric through there, or you can make little fabric tabs to connect them together. And then you can connect them this way, or you can do them lengthwise where you can be accordion. You know, you could do it either way. But anyway, all you need is cardboard, cheap glue. Don't use your expensive glue. And some tissue paper and some napkins. You know you've been hoarding them and you're never going to use them, so bring them out. Bring them out. That's what this is, tissue paper too. If you have that Tim Holtz tissue paper, perfect. Doesn't matter which kind. Bring that out. Works really well. And if you don't have any tissue paper that you like, but you have napkins, tear out that back part of the napkin, stamp that with whatever stamps that you have, and then they'll become translucent when you glue it on here. And if you want to really be ahead of the game, put a thin coat of white paint or white gesso over it, and that way you'll be ready to start gluing and doing stuff when we get together next week. Sound like a plan? Sound like a plan? I know we just got we have these 2 dining chairs. Well, it's not really our dining chairs, but we use them as dining chairs. And I've had them forever, and they were antiques when I got them, and they're just like falling apart. So I ordered just some regular run-of-the-mill chairs. So I've got the boxes they came in, and so I have lots and lots of cardboard. Like, what am I trying to say? Yeah, I don't know how to do the Coptic. It confuses me. This is the what do you call that? Slip? Is it a slip knot? That's what this is how this is put together. And I love it because it lies flat, just like the Coptic does. It lies flat so nicely. So anyway, that's how this particular one, but you guys can put it together any way you want. And not a mistake, but if you've never done this kind, you know, of binding, don't use fabric. It's very bulky, even though this is silk, you know. But yeah, it was a little fiddly because it wasn't just, you know, your regular string. So, I mean, unless you know what you guys, what aggravates you, what doesn't aggravate you. You don't want to frustrate yourself needlessly. Oh my goodness. All right, ladies. So we'll be here next Wednesday at 7 Central. All right. And we'll work on making one of these together. How about that? All righty. Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan. All right, ladies. Good night. Thank you so much. And I will see you next Wednesday. Good night.